Hi, my name's Copper Cutlass, and I'm here to sell you life insurance. No, that's not it at all. So either way, it's Friday. Cheers. We really haven't done a whole lot in the garage actually since before we went on vacation. It's actually been over 2 weeks since I really did anything out here. I came out here last week to square up some exhaust issues. Like an idiot, I never removed the one extra hanger from the exhaust, and when I put it on at the shop, I put the exhaust on the lift at work, and the exhaust was actually hitting on the crossmember, and I was hearing some horrible rattling noises, which I thought were the rear end. So I'm yet to drive the car, make sure it wasn't the rear end. But pretty much at this point, I think we're all set to go run points with the olds and just give it a shot. Finnegan decided to join us. He's out here rummaging through the garage. But either way, I actually came out here last night just to get an idea of what it was going to take to mount these turn signal and park lamp combo lights for the Cutlass. And I came up with a pretty easy idea. What I'm going to end up doing is I measured out what I'm going to have to do for a bracket. I'm going to weld it to the housing, and then I'm going to bolt it to the bracket that holds the bumper. So these lights actually never have to come off again. They'll be in place, and if I need to remove my bumper, they're going to be stationary, welded to the bumper bracket, and my bumper was made to easily be pulled off anyway. So there's that. And then most exciting of news, though, if I may do so say of myself, I got a nice selection of camshafts. I'm hoarding them. So I have that Crowder cam that my buddy Mike gave me a couple months ago. I talked to you guys about it. It was like a 493 510 lift. It was like on a 212, or it was on actually like a 112 low separation. Finnegan, what are you doing? So it was on like a 112 LSA. It was more suited for like a high 9 3/4 to 1 compression ratio. I wanted a little bit more. We're yelling at the dogs. He's over here doing something. There's nothing he can really get into. I cleaned out the garage on that end not too long ago.
He's stuck. He doesn't know where to go.
So I have this camshaft here that actually just came in today from another olds guy out of Texas. I've had encounters with him before on the forums. I never bought anything from him, but he's a nice guy. And it's got, well, this is the first time I'm looking at the camshaft. This is like a reveal. So let's see. This is an angle cam. I don't think it's actually a Mondello. Get out of here. So you can see the wear pattern's really good. That's kind of what it should look like. Had a little miles. It actually, I can smell it. I can actually still, zinc oil has a certain smell to it. Guys who run the additives, you guys know that smell? That's what it smells like. So it's a really nice cam. I'll give you the specs right here. And this is what really did it for me. So it's like putting a condom on. It's never pleasant. Okay. So my wife's laughing in the background. There's a reason for that.
I'm rolling my eyes, but I guess it's the same thing to you.
So the camshaft is a little bit bigger than what we have in the car right now. And for our small block build, this is going to be good. We have a ported J big block head that I think is maybe a little bit more capable than my small block heads. And the only reason why I say maybe is because they're not flowed. And you know what? Either way, this is a killer camshaft. I think we're going to have enough flow to take care of it, especially probably in the mid-lift numbers. It's a 557 lift, 574. With 244 intake and 253 exhaust duration on a 110. So I'll hold that up there for the second. This is a really nice angle cam. I don't think this is a Mondello cam. At least I don't think so. It might. Actually, you know what? It might be. I remember him buying parts from Mondello back through the forums, but he had some really bad dealings with other parts. But the angle cams are good. So if you did buy an angle cam from Mondello, at least you know the camshaft is good. I don't know about what the lifters are selling you are, but either way, that's one. And then I got this Strange Magic Technologies camshaft, which he's known in the olds world as Andy Miller, olds performance parts. This is also a really good camshaft. This is a little bit more radical than the angle cam. So Again, I could show you the same thing. I actually got this camshaft a couple weeks ago. I finally brought it home. I've been sitting in my toolbox at the shop for a few weeks. And let me close this up. The guy did an amazing job of packaging this up. I'm so happy. I'm so paranoid about shipping cams, guys. Because I've had one that got bent in transit, but it was also part of the manufacturing process. Long story, lesson learned. I saved the engine. It could have been way worse. So let me read you the specs on the OPP cam, Old Performance Products, not other people's property. Get down with OPP. Yeah, you know me. All right, so on that camshaft, it's a let's see here. This cam card is really hard to follow anyway. It's a 572 lift 586 with 240 duration, 251 duration. So the duration is almost about the same, just a little bit more lift. I think if maybe I had a little bit more cylinder head, this would be better. But this is still a dynamo cam. The intake is on a 108 ICL, and the exhaust is on a 112, and there it's ground on a 110. So this is, again, very similar. I don't have lifters for that one, but I do have the match lifters for the bullet cam. And also the guy was cool, and he tossed this water pump, aluminum water pump. I don't know if it's a GMB or whatever, but it's really, really nice. Feels good. The bearings are nice and firm. There was some marks here. I don't think that's legit weeping, but who knows? It could have been from the cap. I see some marking here. It could have been at one point from something else, but either way, free is free, right? We're going to try it. It'll go on the run stand. We'll see if it leaks or not. What the fuck is this? So this is the key, guys, to buying a used cam. It's always worth it when you know you're buying from somebody who you trust. And I'm going to carefully do this because I don't know how he's got them in there. But, okay. So he's got 1, 3, 5, 7. Those are the cylinders. So, front to back, this is how they go. And this is key, guys. If you're going to buy a camshaft that you're going to stick in and run, this is how you must get the lifters. He's got them by cylinder, front to back. That's it. That makes it for me on this deal. And I actually got a better deal on this cam than this one. But I'm kind of getting desperate because right now getting parts is really, really hard, guys. I actually had a hard time getting the lifters I wanted. I'm not going to say any names or anything like that, but the solid lifters that I was looking at, I couldn't find. They weren't readily available. And I gave up. I probably could have done more research, but you know what? I knew I could find something. And this literally couldn't have come at a better time. I got hooked up with a machinist. I haven't called him yet, but hopefully in the next couple weeks, we are going to send stuff off to the machine shop a little later than I wanted to. But things have been busy. I've been busy with housework. Work picked up, and I'm still a one-man operation pretty much in the shop. As far as on the body end of the things at the shop, you know, we got painters, we got porters. I do have an apprentice, but it's anybody who's worked with an apprentice knows that it's a job in and of itself. So I am still kind of a one-man deal in the back doing the collision work. But either way, that's neither here nor there, nor is it really a big issue, but I am staying busy outside of the garage. So I plan on, of course, you guys have seen all my Oldsmobile small block parts here. That's all going to get used. And I'm actually currently, you guys saw that Corvette from last week. I'm going to have my buddy port match the intake and maybe grind on it a little bit. We'll work something out. And that way it's better. He's the man with the porting talent. And so either way, this is just a little bit of an update. JJ just did rear disc brakes on his 71 Supreme. And he sent me a bunch of videos that I'm going to edit and put together for you guys. That's kind of a cool deal for guys who want to do rear disc brakes on your 10-bolt on your A-body. But really, we don't have a whole lot going on over here. We're getting the car ready to go race points, and that's actually going to be its own little project because I think I want to go through the trials and errors of doing bracket racing and trying to go into detail with you guys about that, as this is really my first go about it. So my wife is making faces. She's not happy about this at all. It's Friday, so I'm going to cut this short. And really, by cutting it short is that it's been a long week for both of us. And either way, I'm just going to, this is it. This is all I had to show you guys, really. I got nothing important going on in here, so I'll let you guys go. Share, like, subscribe. Again, we do have stuff coming up, but it's kind of, right now we're just kind of floating along and doing stuff and trying to keep you guys enticed with stuff. So share, like, subscribe. We got a bunch of shit. So, like, dude, if you got a guy who likes Fords, we've done that. You got a guy who wants to see how fast a small block Olds runs, we got that. Share that shit. So I'll let you guys go. Copper Cutlass on Instagram. Follow me, motherfuckers.